Your Linda R.S. argument under standing, doesn't that mean that no state would ever have standing to challenge immigration policies concerning apprehension or removal of aliens?
That's right. We think that the court articulated a principle there that an individual or a state doesn't have a judicially cognizable injury in seeking enforcement of the law against a third party.
What about Biden against Texas?
The MPP case from last term?
4 months ago. Your position seems inconsistent with that to me.
Well, we did protest the state standing in that case as well. In the lower courts, we litigated that issue, and the Fifth Circuit and the District Court ultimately rejected our arguments. We had also contested the state standing at the stay stage in this court, and the court ultimately declined to grant us stay relief and found that the states had a likelihood of success on the merits. And at that point, we went back to the drawing board and thought hard about these arguments and believe very strongly that the states here lack standing both under the kind of constitutional—
So you went from one argument to believing very strongly the other way.
This has been a through line. We have been protesting state standing, broad theories of state standing in the lower courts. And Mr. Chief Justice, the lower courts have not been accepting those arguments, but we think that the lower courts are fundamentally misunderstanding this court's precedents as it relates to our constitutional structure and the kind of—
I would have thought you'd have a little more concern about an opinion of ours that's 4 months old. I mean, it's not even out of the cradle yet, and you're throwing it under the bus.
No.
I kind of mixed the analogies there.
We certainly aren't suggesting that that opinion should be thrown under the bus. We were obviously briefing these issues with multiple mistakes that we thought the district court had made in that case. But I don't think this is a jurisdictional principle, and I don't think that it would prevent the court here from recognizing that the kind of theories of state standing that the states here are pressing and that the lower courts are accepting would really remove every possible restriction that could exist in this space, and that's just fundamentally incompatible with both constitutional structure and the separation of powers.